welcome back to the channel. Got ourselves a tuna boat in here. Nice little Impala. As you can tell, it's got some work done to it. Supercharged LS, full ride tech, air ride system, vented floorboards. Yeah, vented floorboards. It's got some rust, like normal. Anyway, I mean, you can see my hand down there. So, gotta do floors here. I'm gonna cut this out. It's literally just this spot, and the same on that side. Obviously, the structure underneath is messed up too, so we're gonna clean up the inside of this, kill it with some rust inhibitor stuff, primer it, all that fun stuff, and then we'll replace it. Got a set of floor pans here. The other one's in the trunk with the rest of the junk. But yeah, full ride tech system, all that fun stuff. Nice set of gauges in it. Got to do a little other work to it. It's getting vintage air put on it. So I've got to move the heat exchanger for the supercharger, which is hiding up here. I'm gonna move that down underneath the bumper here. Don't know if I'll build brackets and lay it flat. Cap off the tank filler here because it'll get filled from up top in a reservoir or what. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, so we'll get it out of there tonight and figure out what's going on there. I got to modify the fan, I think, to fit in here, and then got to drill and tap this steering rod here, keep it together, put some grub screws in it. But yeah, kind of a cool car. Gonna get the floors done. Like I said, that's our main task. So gonna start cutting and cleaning and getting all that going, and we'll go from there. So get after it. All right, so got over on the passenger side here. Shop commentary. Hey, peanut gallery. Shh. Anyway, over here on the passenger side, and found more goodness here. Oh wow. Okay. Yep, found more goodness. Definitely more goodness. But yeah, good stuff. Got that side all cut out over there. Got the piece trimmed loosely. I'm actually out of rust killer stuff, so I've got to get some of that on my way to drop off that 42. And then we'll get back and get this coated tonight so it's all dry for the morning. But get this side cut out and see what else we find. All right, guys, Andy got the heat exchanger out of there. There's the brick for that. Lots more room here for activities. And like I said, we'll get that built up, something to mount in here tomorrow, probably in the morning. Get that done. It's gonna get the fans trimmed down, and then like I showed you there, I got found some more rust. Fun stuff. I got my piece trimmed out over there. I'm actually gonna scuff them up and weld through primer the back of them so they're all ready to go. And then, like I said, we'll get that steel coated in there and go from there. Guys, back at it the next morning. Got the little 42 dropped off last night. Also got the back sides of all the panels sealed up. Got it cut and test fitted. Got some rust inhibitor on all the stuff that's staying there. At least kill what we can. Got all this to fit. Fits better with. Got that in there. So what we'll do is we'll get it on the lift after I get this piece put in on both sides. And then we'll cut out this bracket for the body brace and cut out the rocker side here on the inside of the rocker and replace that. And then we will build a new brace that's not gonna be exactly like the factory one. Solid back here, but the bottom and this side are rotten. So we'll build something that ties it all back together. Like I said, it's not gonna be exactly like the factory one, but we'll at least strengthen it back up a little bit. So let's get on that. We got lots to do today. All right, guys, well, that was fun. Lots of it, lots and lots of it. Anyway, got her all back together. Obviously, I got to get everything all cleaned up. Both sides are done. We did, like I said, kill all the rust that's underneath the lip of the pan there that we just put in. I did talk to my buddy, who's actually the one building the car. And the car is getting painted. There is a bunch of rust repair that needs done in the trunk, like rear body mount area, I guess. So at that point, we are gonna do everything underneath. So today, I'm just getting the floors fixed and killed everything I could. And then when it comes back to me, after they strip the car down, we'll do the underframe repair here and what needs done in the back. So that being said, we're gonna move up front here, and I gotta do some tweaking with the billet mount for the AC compressor here. We don't quite understand what is going on, but the mount is not letting the pump move forward far enough, and the belt is out of alignment, and it's just the pump. Everything else lines up. It's walking on this, and there's no adjustment to pull it forward. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little off of these mount points on the pump, and then I'm going to chuck this up in the mill, and I'm going to take a little bit off the back of it, I believe. So not going to go too much. I don't want to take too much off of it, but I'm going to take some and see if we can get this walking to fix itself. Then we got to modify the fan brackets. I got to put some mounts, some tabs on it so we can bolt it to the top and bottom rail of the radiator here. So we'll do that. See what else we can get into. Guys, so you saw there doing some aluminum welding here. Had to make this fan shroud a little bigger. Nothing too major, just add some wings to it. This piece is a little thicker than the shroud, so it was a little interesting to weld, but man, this damn boat here really sucks up the light on this side of the table. We're gonna get on that here in a little bit. Not today, but pretty quick. Trying to keep other things rolling in and out that are shorter term projects at the moment, so we can get back on that and the van. So now I guess we're gonna figure out how we're gonna mount this heat exchanger somewhere down here. Gonna pull it off the radiator a little bit so there's room for the condenser, and then it'll probably mount right in here somewhere. So build something that comes off that. But have to go outside and grab it here. I drained all the coolant out of it, what was in it. Not much, so put it in a bucket, turn it upside down, let it drain out. So gonna get that done. The belt is now staying on, which is insane to me. I took a 1/4 inch off of everything. We machined 1/8 inch off of this bracket and a 1/4 inch, wow, an 1/8 inch off this bracket and an 1/8 inch off the pump to make a 1/4 inch total. So we'll see. All right, so heat exchanger brick. No, we really don't need to do too much, I don't think. I think she's gonna make a plate, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something like that, maybe. Give it a little lean forward. Those shouldn't go anywhere. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, guys, tuna boat is done. Done with my stuff anyway. Got a coat of self-etching primer on there. They'll probably undercoat it and it'll get Dynamat put on it. We also got a little grub screw put in the steering here. Right there to help keep it from falling out. Mounted up the fan shroud here, nice and tight. It's got a couple bolts and tapped into it, top and bottom. Heat exchanger for the superchargers down there now. When I went to put it all back together, I had to modify the hood latch. I had to shorten it up a little bit. Yeah, you can see it right there, but it still works. But my part is done. Like I said, everything underneath you saw was killed with rust inhibitor. Converts it, kills it, stops it from continuing to eat the car away, because rust never sleeps. And that's pretty obvious from the stuff we've been working on around here and are gonna work on. But yeah, did that. The underside of it was all coated with primer. And like I said, we killed anything on the frame that we couldn't get to, which was just that upper lip. So that was all coated. And then later on, it's gonna come back, and I do know we have a bunch more rust stuff to do in the back. I did actually find some on the other side, it feels like, right here along this window rail. And actually, you can see some divots in this here too, but yeah, they'll strip the car down and we'll find it. Sooner or later, we will find it. But like I said, there's some trunk floor stuff, there's some body mount stuff that needs to be fixed, and then we'll do the stuff underneath here. So gonna drag it out of here, get the shop cleaned up. Gonna get a video done here this weekend, I think, for Princess. Get my rear axle reassembled. I'm cleaning up the flanges and stuff right now, letting them soak. Well, that's where I'll start the next video, is right here with this. and then we'll get some Pour 15 put on it, all cleaned up. I got a disc brake kit that was bought for a car, but they bought a truck one, so it wouldn't fit. So I got a brand new disc brake kit for the back of this that's gonna go on it. I got brand new wheel bearings and everything, good gaskets and all that stuff to seal up the rear end. We'll build brake lines for it at some point before it goes in. But yeah, I want to get it back on its wheels. I'll just put it back on those old 38-inch or 35-inch rollers that are hard to move around, but at least then it's not sitting on jack stands getting all scratched up. So I'm gonna get this thing out of here. I'm gonna get the shop cleaned up, and we're gonna get working on the next project, guys. So leave a comment, like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're still watching. Thank you. And until next time, guys, keep building awesome stuff. Later.